is Slava Kolpakov, and I'm going to be teaching a demonstration of a chair yoga class. So let's take a moment to sit up comfortably first. You can scooch back on your seat and place your hands on your knees. We're just going to rock forward and back on our seat by arching the back and rounding the back. So very gently arching and rounding the back. Connect this with the breath. You can exhale as you round, move your belly back, and then bring your belly forward, inhale, and then see if you can feel your sits bones rocking on your seat. So that way you can bring your back to the upright position. As you rock forward, keep the belly forward, lift the chest up, so let's stay right here. You can keep your hands on the knees, or if comfortable, bring your hands to your heart. We're just going to pause right here, find our center, your heart center. We're going to take a breath to prepare for the class. Direct the breath right into your heart. You can breathe into it, and you can also breathe out from your heart. Nice and slow breath. So our class is going to focus on joint movements, freeing up the joints, creating more mobility and a little bit of stability in the joints as well. And then we'll add some cardiovascular exercise. We'll speed it up a little bit just to get our heart rate going. And we'll finish with some yoga stretching and a meditation. So let's start with the feet. So we're going to scoot forward on your seat. We're going to focus on the feet joints and the ankle joints. And you can hold on to the sides of your chair or not. You can just rest your hands on your lap. Either way, we're going to plantar flex, so point your feet, and dorsiflex, flex your feet. We're going to take our feet through the full range of motion. So really point and then really flex. Okay, just like that. Really point, saying hello to the ankles. We should all do this every day when you wake up. You can prevent a lot of ankle issues, even plantar fasciitis, if we just warm up our feet first thing in the morning, pointing and flexing. Okay, very good. Now let's bring the legs together. So take a moment to bring your feet together, your legs together, so that your big toes are touching. So let's see if we can do that. You can slightly, separate your knees if you need to. And then we're going to focus on turning the feet in, just the feet. Your knees might come further apart. And then turn the feet out. This is a more difficult movement. So see if you can keep your big toes together. That's the hard part. So turn in, turn out. It's called inversion and eversion of the foot. Trying to keep the big toes touching is the challenge here today. Okay. All right, very good. So now let's separate the feet comfortably, and we're going to make big circles with the ankles. So take a moment there. As you're still sitting on the edge of your seat, holding on, big wide circles, warming up those ankle joints. And reverse. Okay. All the way around. Okay, and then just roll the legs side to side there. See if they go straight. They don't have to be straight. Okay, so now we're going to focus on the knee joint. We're going to come up to the knees now. So bend your knees, place your feet on the floor, and we're going to scooch back again to the back of your seat, and you can recline back. So let's focus on the right leg. This is my right leg. I'm going to pick up my right knee and then just flex it. Bring it a little closer, clasping my hands over that leg. And now we're going to extend it without the use of our hands. Okay, so full extension and then full flexion. Let's go through that a few times. Full extension just on the right leg. Pull in as far as comfortable. You might have some limitations there in the knee joint, and you don't want it to get worse, right? We don't want this joint to become even more locked up. So we want to keep moving. Just observe if you notice any clicking or cracking there, that is okay. Extending, flexing. One more time. Extend and relax all the way down. Let's switch to the left side. The same thing here. We're going to extend the left leg and then pull it in comfortably. Okay, keep going. Exhale here. Inhale, open. Exhale in. Inhale out. Very good. One more time. Pull it in and release. Okay, very good. So now let's just hold on to the sides of the chair, to the back of the chair. We're just gonna roll side to side, trying to move from the hips, kind of like windshield wipers. Okay, your legs are like windshield wipers, going side to side, holding on, moving from the hips. The whole leg is moving, but let's focus on that. In and out movement, internal, external rotation. All right, now we're gonna focus on each leg individually now. So let's lean back for a moment and focusing on just the right leg. We're gonna pick it up a little bit and just make circles with the right leg. Outward circle. So notice how I'm picking up my knee and then out. I'm bringing it down, making a big circle with that hip as big as you can get. So lift it up, out to the side. And now we're gonna reverse that. So we're gonna bring it out first, then lift up and down. So let's keep going, same thing. You might start feeling that hip flexor muscles, and that's great. So let's roll the leg side to side to make it nice, to make it feel better, and we'll switch to the left leg. Okay, the same thing. So we're gonna pick up the knee first, straight up, turn it out, and bring it down, making a circle. Keep going. Trying to get that full mobility in the hip. You don't want to lose that mobility either. A lot of stability comes from your mobility in the hip. If you can't move, you can't be stable. So you want to not lose this mobility. Okay, let's reverse. So out, then in. Out, and lift it up and bring it in. A few more. So again, you might start feeling those muscles talking to you. That's very good. That means we're waking them up, we're getting them stronger, and relax. And again, just roll the legs like windshield wipers. Make them relax. Okay, very good. So now I'm going to scooch forward again on the edge of your seat. Hold on to the sides of your chair. I'm going to stretch the legs out, separate your legs to a comfortable angle. Let's just roll the right leg side to side. And roll the left leg side to side, and let's focus on the right leg. So now, just with the right leg, we're going to turn it in. Not from the foot, but from the hip. This is important. From the hip, we're going to turn it in. Now, let's see if we can bring it in across to meet the left leg. And then turn it out from the hip and bring it back out to where it was. Let's go like that. In, rotating from the hip, turn out. Bring it out. The key here, of course, is to rotate. That's what we're trying to wake up, those rotating muscles in the hip. Keep going, a few more times. If you find this difficult, you know what that means. That means those muscles are sleeping, they're weak. So we're trying to wake them up. Turn in, bring it together, turn out, bring it out. One more time. As you bring this out, this time, let's just roll it side to side, give it a shake. And the left side, the same thing. So we're going to turn in, bring it across, turn out, bring it out, and keep going from the hips. So the focus is rotation. Rotate, activate those rotating muscles. That's it, two more. And one last one. This time, as you bring it out, just give it a roll, and then bring the knees in. We're going to keep the knees a little apart. Scooch back again. Rest your hands on the knees. We're going to push one knee with the hand away. You can lift your shoulder up, kind of pushing it, opening that hip there. And then we're going to switch over to the other side. So this shoulder lifts up. You see how I'm doing that? So, and then just go side to side like that, pushing the knees away from your shoulder, opening up the hips, and you're just moving side to side, one side, left side, right side. That's it. Working on the hips, still working on the hips, but here we're also working on our back, right? So we're also moving the spine, kind of flexing it sideways, which is good for it. We don't do enough sideways stuff. Okay, so let's come back up to center. Now we're gonna bring the knees and the feet back to hip distance. So you're right here, and you can rest your hands on the on the knees, and we're gonna do those pelvic tilts and the back stretches now, like we started with. But now we're gonna focus a little bit more on the entire spine. So we're gonna round the back, exhale, and then inhale, open the front. Exhale, round the back. That's it. Keep going. Inhale, try to really isolate your lower back. So, we do get our lower back pretty locked up from the seated position. If we sit too much, it's not really great for our lower back. It becomes really overstretched chronically. So we're gonna try to activate those muscles, arching in the lower back. That's it. Exhale, tucking the tailbone. Inhale, open the front. Keep going, 2 more times. Exhale. Inhale, 1 more. And this time as you inhale, we're gonna straighten up, stay up. So we're gonna move up now to the shoulders. Actually, we're gonna start with the hands. We're gonna make big, wide hands, splaying out your fingers, and then tight fists. So wide fingers, tight fists a few times. Okay, feeling those hands. Let's keep them softly. So with soft fists, we're gonna rotate the wrists. Just one direction first, and then reverse. Okay, so waking up the fingers and the wrists, and now we're gonna bring our fingers on top of the shoulders like this. So your elbows are gonna point forward, so we're gonna open the arms out and touch the shoulders with the fingers. Let's go like that, feeling our elbows. Flexion, extension, right? The same thing, just like the knees. Open and flex. Okay, so now, one more time. Now we're gonna bring the fingers back to the shoulders. Leave them there and touch the elbows together in the front if you can. Bring them together. And then open them wide, open the chest. Inhale. Exhale, touch the elbows. Keep going. Inhale, and you can arch your back. So you can do that movement we just did. We can combine movements here. All right, inhale, open. Exhale, elbows together. A couple of more times. That's it. One more. All right, this time we're going to open and leave it open. Let's open the arms out to the sides. Lower down. And then sweep up through the sides, bring the palms together, and down to your heart. And back down to the sides, raise the arms, inhale, palms together at your heart, exhale, and down. Let's see if we can combine this one with the breath. Inhaling up, lengthen, sitting up, exhale all the way down. Keep going. Moving your arms in a big circle, like you're saluting the sun. You can even look up as you inhale, lifting the chin up. Exhale back to center. A couple of more times. Very slow and fluid with the breath. Inhale. Exhale one more time. And release all the way down. Okay, very good. Just relax your shoulders. You can just shake your arms out. Okay, so let's do the shoulders again. The shoulders is a complicated joint, so we want to work on it a few more times. Let's stretch the arms back and then sweep up through the front. Inhale and arch back a little bit. Exhale, release all the way down. Again, reach back. Okay, so we're going to take the arms through their full range of motion this way. Full flexion right here and then full extension back. Exhale, inhale. See if we can combine this with the breath. Exhale down. Inhale up at your own pace. And again, you can lift the heart, lift the chest as you come up, so you're sitting up tall, keeping good posture the whole time. Exhale down. Like again, saluting the sun, you can, as you lift up with the arms, lift the chin and gaze up if comfortable. One more time, exhale down. One last time. This time as we inhale, we're gonna stay up. We're gonna keep the arms up. Interlace your fingers over top of your head. Push your palms up toward the ceiling. Try to lock your elbows. Very strong here. Take a breath here, stretching the wrists as well, locking the elbows, and relax. Let's bring the palms together at your heart. Give the shoulders a roll. Okay, relaxing the shoulders. Relax the arms, shake them out again. Okay, let's place the hands on the knees. Now we're going to work on each shoulder individually. So let's pick the right shoulder. This is my right shoulder. So let's work on that right shoulder first. So we're going to relax the right arm to the side. Lift it up through the side, all the way up. Bring it up as far as it goes, maybe alongside the ear. We're going to stretch out through that whole right side gently, straight up through the fingertips. And then we're going to rotate the neck, so we're going to add that. We're going to turn the chin to bring it to the shoulder. Look down at the floor to your left. And then rotate the neck to look up toward the ceiling. And let's go rotating down, rotating up. Just very gently feeling the neck rotation. Noticing that range of motion there. Okay, so let's bring the head back to center. And then bend the elbow, stretch up through the elbow, and then see if you can touch your shoulder, that opposite shoulder, with your fingers, like there. And release all the way out. Okay, very good. Let's switch sides. So you can relax this arm, place it on the knee. Let's drop the left arm, lift it up through the side, extend it alongside the ear. Reaching out through the fingertips, and now we're going to begin that rotation with the neck. So looking up, looking down. Comfortable range of motion, don't try to push it. That's it, just feeling the neck, noticing if there's any discomfort with the movement, any restriction. We want to smooth it out. Okay, so let's bring the head to center, bend the elbow, reach through the elbow. This one is a tighter side for me. See if you can touch the opposite shoulder, and release all the way out. Okay, very good. Let's bring the palms together at your heart. We're going to take a breath here, just centering. Try to sit up. Breathing in through the nose, breathing out through the nose if you can, or you can breathe out through your mouth, but always breathe in through the nose. That's what the nose is for, right? My teacher used to say, the nose is for breathing, the mouth is for talking and eating. We don't want to confuse those two. Very good. So let's practice some rotation here. So we're going to bring the palms together and then open the arms out through the sides, all the way open. Let's flex the wrists like you're trying to push the walls away. We're just going to make small circles, rotating the shoulders in small circles, like you're cleaning the windows on either side, making small circles one way, and then reverse the other way. Okay, now from there, we're going to rotate to your right. Okay, so whatever your right is, I'm going to go to my right. So I'm going to roll all the way to the right and then bring my hand over the opposite knee. But continue reaching back with your right arm. Going to reach back toward the back wall, whatever you have behind you, reaching back. And then let's touch the back of that chair and stay in this gentle twist. Stay up, keep the chest lifted, and let's see if we can turn the neck to look back behind you. Stay in the twist as you rotate the head all the way to the front. Look to the front. And then again, look all the way behind you. And let's go back to the front and counter twist. Let's bring the palms together. All the way out through the sides. Open wide. Keep your heart open. Now rotate to the left, your left. And let's bring the hand, the front hand, your right hand over the opposite knee. Reach back for that wall for a moment. Keep the chest open and then take hold of your chair in the back, the top of the chair. Continue rotating gently, holding the twist. And just notice what happens to your breath while you're holding the twist. Breath is still happening. It's still flowing gently. Let's rotate to look back. Slowly rotate the neck to look forward. And then one more time, all the way, look back. And then come back looking forward. And we're going to counter twist to the front. Very good. And let's raise the arms through the sides. Inhale, lengthen the back. Exhale, palms together and Squeeze down. One more time. Inhale. Exhale at your heart, and let's stay at the heart right here for a moment, finding our center. All right, let's do a little bit of cardio. So we're gonna scoot a little forward on your chair again, just a little bit forward so you're sitting kind of on the edge of the chair. We're gonna recline all the way back, okay, so that way you could feel your back against the back of your chair. I'm gonna focus just on the right leg. We're gonna pick up the right leg and straighten it out. Bend it and extend it just a few times. Okay, so full flexion, we practiced this before, but this is a little bit more difficult because now you're maintaining this leg in the air the whole time, you're holding it up. Okay, so very good, let's relax and switch to the left. The same thing, pick it up, extend, and flex. Okay, through that comfortable range of motion, hopefully it's a little greater now that we've worked on it. Every time you work on it, you maintain it, at least maintain it, don't lose it, right? As they say, if you don't use it, you lose it. Okay, now the hard part. So we're gonna lift one leg, lift the other leg, holding on to the side of your shell, leaning back. Let's see if we can extend the right and flex it, then extend the left and flex it. Just a few more times, keep going, holding on to your chair and breathing. Just breathe comfortably, maybe a little faster than normal. You need that oxygen. Extend, extend, and relax. Okay, now we're gonna come forward onto your sits bone, so rock forward, and then we're gonna separate the feet a little wider and wider and wider, as wide as they get, keeping the hands on the knees. We're gonna bring the elbows out to the sides and exhale, stretching the chest. Exhale all the way down, sink your torso between your legs, sinking down, and then push into the knees to lift yourself up slowly. And let's bring the palms together and open the arms out through the sides, open the heart, inhale here. And then exhale, fold forward, hands back on the knees, elbows up. Exhale all the way down, let yourself come through the hips. Just a breath here, and then push into your knees, coming right up again. Bring your palms together at your heart for a moment, and then open out, inhale. Let's pause here the same way. We'll do the same sequence one more time. Opening here, and then as you exhale, fold forward, hands on the knees first. So you have that support for your back. Elbows up, opening the chest even as you fold forward, and just a breath here. And coming up slowly, push into the knees, lift up. Let's bring the knees back together. We're gonna do a reclining, restorative position for our back. So you're still sitting at the edge of your chair. So make sure that you're scooted forward. We're gonna recline back. Bring your palms together so you're leaning back. Your back is straight. Inhale. Exhale there. Notice that length in your back. Now let's open the arms out through the sides right here. Bring the arms all the way up. So now you're going to load up that back. Try to bring the arms up alongside the ears. You can even look up. Now let's interlace the fingers, and we're going to create a little basket, with our hands, a little net for the back of our head. So you can recline like you're sitting on a lounging chair, sitting on the beach, looking up at the sky. At the same time, you're breathing into your back. So making that back slightly arched as you recline back, feeling that opening in the heart, gentle breath. Restorative position. You're still supporting the back of your head there, by the way. Okay, let's relax the arms down. Bring the arms down. We'll come back to the front, and then sitting up. I'm going to sit all the way back now. So take a moment there as you sit up. Let's do a couple of stretches here. We're going to bring the right knee up and over. Okay, over the extended leg or the front leg. So just like that. This knee can be really high up. In fact, we're going to try to keep it high up. We're going to clasp hold of the right knee, the upraised knee, and just pull it in to make your back long. Okay, stay there. We're going to stretch the right arm. So remember, this is your right knee, right? So we're going to stretch the right arm forward and then make a circle to the back with the right arm. All the way, reach back for a moment, and then catch hold of the back of your chair So you're twisting. Now with your left arm, let's see if you can either stay right here with your hand, or if comfortable, wrap around the whole arm around your front knee and rotate. Okay, so rotating, so you're going to feel that stretch right along the side of your leg on the right, the IT band and the glute medius muscle, those muscles on the sides of the leg. Stay there, turning the neck back just slightly. And again, notice what happens to your breath when you're holding a twist. Notice how you can breathe into your twist, creating more depth, more space inside. And release. Let's come back to the front. We're going to let go of this leg. We're going to switch. So we're going to bring the left knee up and cross the ankle over, but we're not doing a hip opener here. We're going to keep the knee up, even though it does open the hip a little bit. So clasping the hands over the front knee, your left knee. Pull up to lengthen first and make a circle with your left arm. So left arm is going to go all the way to the back, reaching back, and then catch hold of the back of your chair, back of your seat, rotating to the left. You can stay right here, holding the twist. If this is comfortable, see if you can wrap your whole arm around the front knee. Just like that. And breathe. While you're holding the twist, you can even close the eyes and just feel what the twist feels like on the inside. Notice the breath there. And then release, coming back to the front. Very good. Let's let go of this leg. So we're going to do something similar, but now we're going to scoot back forward. We're scooting a lot. Scoot forward and recline back. Let's work on the right side. So we're going to pick up the right knee the same way as we just did. We're going to cross over the ankle, ankle over the knee, right leg is up, and just hold on to the edges of your chair. Just hold on, keep your back long like we did. Remember, we were keeping the back extended here so you can still recline back. And simply here, we're going to open the hip with the right hand. You can place your right hand on the right knee. You're just going to lift it up and then push it down. Very simple. Lift it up, push it down, just to kind of open it up a little bit. It's like a number 4 stretch. You're making a number 4 with the leg that's crossed. Okay, so now let's push it away. You see how I'm pushing it away? I'm going to hold it there, and while I'm holding this, I'm going to arch my back. So I'm going to try to arch my back. So that should really feel deeper. Once you arch your back, you can even look up for a moment. Take a breath there, and then release. Okay, so let's switch. So you're still reclining back. Let's bring the left knee up, cross the ankle over. Okay, let's place your left hand on the knee. I'm going to pull up on the knee and then push down on the knee. With your fingers, catch hold of that knee with your fingers as you pull up, push down. So we're just feeling this range of motion here. Hip rotation. Making sure that we don't lose that rotation either. So now let's push the knee away. So notice how I'm flexing this ankle right here. It's also quite important to flex the ankle a little bit because it'll keep your knee joint protected from torquing, right? So you don't want that to torque. Your knee wants to be basically a hinge. It wants to stay straight. So that's why this is important. And then while you're holding this, let's see if we can arch the lower back, arch your back while you're rotating, pushing the knee away, and look up, take a breath. Release. Okay, very good. Let's bring the leg out. Okay, now let's separate. You can stay where you were and just separate your legs to a wider angle. And then sit up tall. Bring your hands together at your palms together at your heart. And from here, we're going to sweep out through the sides, open the arms really wide, and then turn out from the shoulders so your palms are open, facing up. So you're rotating right from the shoulder joints. And now we're going to look over the right side. We're going to lean toward the right side. So use your right leg. That's why the legs are wide. We're going to bring that right elbow onto the right knee or the right thigh. And then sweep your left arm all the way up alongside the left ear. Okay, so you're leaning with your elbow, extending up. This is like our side angle pose. Okay, very good. And if you feel really comfortable here, you can slide your elbow completely off the knee and reach down to the floor, not quite at the floor. Then bring your elbow back here and then sweep up to lift out. So we're going to switch sides. So let's start with the heart again. Palms together. Open out wide. Inhale. Turn out your shoulders. Palms facing up. And now we're going to lean to the left. Lean slowly and rest the elbow just above that left knee. And slowly bring your right arm up. See if you can bring it all the way alongside the ear right there. Extending. And now if you feel comfortable, you can slide off. This is very deep, so only if you feel really strong in your core, in your trunk. Reaching down with the fingertips. And then bring the elbow back and lift up with the arm. Bring yourself out. And great. Let's relax there. Shake out your arms. Stretch the legs, roll the legs side to side, and then let's scooch back on our seat and get ourselves comfortable for a meditative practice. So we're gonna arch the back, exhale, round the back a couple of times. Again, we wanna feel the sits bones, we wanna sit up tall. We don't wanna slouch all the time. There's plenty of time for slouching, not here. All right, just joking, you can slouch a little bit. The key is to be comfortable, all right? So sitting up tall, leave your hands on your lap or on your knees. Just make sure your shoulders are relaxing. So dropping the shoulders away from your neck. And then we can tuck the chin a little bit. And you can feel that long neck. All the vertebrae in the neck are lengthening in the back. So you want to feel that length. At the same time, we don't want a military neck. So we're going to bring the head back up on top of your spine. So there's a gentle curve. And you're basically gazing straight ahead in line with the horizon. So you want that head to be perfectly perched and not spilling forward, not spilling back, just perfectly on top. With the jaw relaxed, so make a conscious effort to relax your jaw, all your facial muscles. We're going to close the eyes for a moment, and just for a moment becoming still. Relaxing your hands, your shoulders, your face. Letting yourself become really, really still for just a moment. You know, they say we lose a lot of energy because we just keep moving. We're wasting energy by moving too much. You know, I mean like fidgeting. And if we can just stop and pause and be still for a moment, we stop wasting the energy. Notice your breath here, how comfortable, how fluid. Doesn't have to be deep, just comfortable breath. We're going to bring the palms now together at your heart.